Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as a War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. Today, bragging rights at stake in Alabama, and it will resonate from Muscle Shoals to Mobile. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UAB Blazers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Blazers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense will start this game off. And as the game evolves, aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle. It's Mateo. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Getting some heat. At the 40, there he goes! And a really nice run and pick. The defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Toss to the outside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Makes the grab down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UAB's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's...
Oh, he's going to go up top. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin.
Fires one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you could tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him, and not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs at pace. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
He's got it. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's got his man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the deep.
Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and go for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
He makes a catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Bitonio. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Fast motion from the offense. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score. And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. got him downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Auburn! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's looking for a man on second down. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Coming after it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete on third down. The Blazers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw on third. It's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They're trying to get to him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Uncorks one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage, or do I go for it on 4th down?
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for a crease. It's Pace. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
On second down, just keeps firing. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. No fair catches here, looking for room.
Return brings it out to the 40. And your Auburn.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Catch in the middle. It's Landry. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He's back to throw on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pace. Stopped after making the catch.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
The Blazers will punt it away on fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got room at the 35. Just plowing ahead. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Handoff to the single running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Offensively, you're going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Looking to move it through the air. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, trying to get to it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes the grab. It's Bitonio.
Down.
Cross the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch, called for and made. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. A new set of downs after the completion.
At the 35-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Feeling some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw on second down. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense at this point is just doing everything they can to not give the football back to their opponent. Even though they're up in this game, they're still going for it on 4th down. That now the 3rd different 4th down they've converted in this game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the back.
Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Lofts one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Pace. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Blazers are threatening in the red zone. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it on the run. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires into the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete.